Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back. In the previous video I already talked about the new rank up magic spell card, Soul Shape Force. You probably already have seen it. So what does the card do? It's a very solid card, especially of course for Raidraptors. You can pay half your life points and then target one Raidraptor Exceed monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And immediately after this card resolves, you can Exceed summon one Exceed monster from your extra deck that is 2 ranks higher than the special summoned Exceed monster, and of course that special summoned Exceed monster will become the Exceed material to that rank 6 Exceed. If it's a rank 6 Exceed, since most of the time you'll be special summoning your Force Strix, sadly still an OCG exclusive. But the point of this video here is to actually see if it's worthwhile main decking this kind of quote-unquote Raidraptor engine. So with the engine I mean Force Strix, your generic rank 4 Exceed, and your Singing Lanius. Singing Lanius is also just a level 4 monster that you can special summon from your hand if you control a face-up Exceed monster. And it's searchable of course off of your Force Strix, so that immediately it gives you a reason to kinda justify a running Force Strix, since you know you cannot really, let's say, play Satellanites and just play Force Strix in your extra deck without any target in your deck to search out for Force Strix, just to main deck your new rank up spell card to go for infinity, right? The point of this video is to actually see if it's worth while to main deck this kind of engine paired up with the other Clownblade cards, you know, King of the Feral Imps to search out your Ygopro, for example, and of course we have the clowns themselves, your Trick Clown, your Damage Juggler, Thousand Blades for example, Head Trigger, and paired up with those powerful rank 4 Exceeds like Rafflesia, King of the Feral Imps of course, and many more. And then of course the new rank up spell card to immediately special summon your Force Strix from your grave and overlay for Cyber Dragon Infinity. Another option here is to main deck your Beatrice. Beatrice is kinda acts like a Lavalva chain, immediately set with the grave, but from testing, from playing, most of the time it's just better to go for an infinity rather than detach one card and possibly set up Thousand Blades or Damage Juggler in your grave, since you can only use, or at least you can only detach one card from Beatrice, since Force Strix will most of the time will be the only Exceed material, while your Cyber Dragon Infinity can negate something on the field or can negate something from your opponent, and at the same time can target one attack position monster on the field and put it as an Exceed material to Cyber Dragon Infinity, so you can use it more times compared to your Beatrice. Last thing before we see some matches, some duels to showcase these cards, these combos, is you can also play Utopic Sea, you know, the quote-unquote new Shockmaster, since it's very easy if you control an Utopia monster inside of the field, discard one of your rank up spell cards to special summon your Utopic Sea to the field. Very good, since that gives you another reason to main deck your rank up magic spell card, since that prevents you from being forced to immediately go for Force Strix to potentially have it in your grave if you draw into your rank up spell card. So this is just testing things out again to see if it's actually worth it. So let's see a few duels and then we can discuss if it's actually worthwhile. Okay, this is one of the first duels. My opponent is playing with Shaddolls. I'm of course playing with that kinda Clownblade-like deck. Some special summon my Photon Treasure, normal summon the Star Drawing. You know Star Drawing, it's kinda good, it's maybe a bit more gimmicky card, but in this case it definitely paid off, so I draw one card because I went for Force Strix using that Star Drawing, and eventually go for Utopic Sea as well, discarding my rank up spell card. And that Star Drawing stayed on the field because, you know, when Nodin is used for an Exceed material, it is not removed from the field, so that's why Star Drawing remained face up on the field. And Utopic Sea acts like Shockmaster. You can just use its effect during your opponent's draw phase, detach one card, and then your opponent cannot activate cards, card effects. Very simple as that. And here, thanks to Rafflesia sending Treasure Strapple from a deck to the grave, I can pop my own Force Strix and my opponent's monster to kinda set up Force Strix in the grave for a possible second rank up magic spell card. Went for infinity, and again during my opponent's draw phase I can still use my Utopic Sea detach a card so my opponent cannot activate card effects, and that blocks him completely out of the duel. So in this case, it kinda paid off. But again, this is just showcasing the possible combos and combinations. Anyway, so next tool, Ygopro with Valorant, so I cannot open with, you know, the two generic rank 4 exceeds, which are your Force Strix to search out your Singing Lanius, and your King of the Feral Imps to search out your Ygopro, since most of the time those will be the first two exceeds you will be summoning. Anyway, so go for Northern, still at 3 here in the deck, at least, yeah, Instant Fusion is. And eventually go for your Topic C, which since I lured out that Valorant, I can just nicely attack over it now. And again, set that Breakthrough skill, and my opponent, during my opponent's draw phase, activate your Topic C. So we cannot activate Raigeki, Soul Charge, Sylvan Charity, and so on. So this should again be game over. Clown, yeah, the Trick Clown again, providing some nice Exceed material. Together, eventually go for Force Strix again to get another search, potentially set up another rank 4 exceed play next turn. So again, okay, kinda cool, it's all working out for now. So again, I got to start, eventually go for Force Strix again, special summon my Singing Lanius, go for the second generic rank 4 exceed, go for King of the Feral Imps to set up my plays for next turn, mainly of course your Ygopro and Trick Clown. Another option I had here was to go for Traptrix Rafflesia during my opening turn, but again, if my opponent has something like Dark Hole or Raigeki, that's definitely not worth it. Yeah, this is also a big hinder for the deck. Fiendish Chain on my search of my King of the Feral Imps, and eventually also Stellar Nova on Force Strix, but eventually it paid off. I mean, I was able to top deck into that rank up spell card thanks to my star drawing with the Exceed of Knights, and eventually go for Infinity, which paid off since I can negate the Mirror Force, and yeah, he had to activate the Mirror Force to detach, or at least had to lure out Infinity's effect, but I can just attach my useless King of the Feral Imps as an Exceed material to Cyber Dragon Infinity, and I activate my Traptrix Nightmare Trapple, keep that Infinity with one material, just in case, again, if my opponent has something like Raigeki or Dark Hole, also have Arknight on my side of the field, so I can't lose this one, right? Then, last tool, again showcasing the possible opening moves, combos you can do. Again, go for Force Strix, it's pretty much always the same. Force Strix, if it survives, will get some nice pluses, since you will always search out your Singing Lanius. Same with King of the Feral Imps, searching out Ygopro, and just in case it survives, you can just search out another Ygopro next turn. And thanks to Utopic C, which, yeah, again, blocks my opponent out of the duel. You know, Towers Turbo is such a disgusting deck. It's not fun to play against. Same with Utopic C. Right, you just block your opponent out of the duel. And another rank up magic spell card eventually lets me go for another Infinity here in a duel to seal the deal. No lose one turn, no skill drain, so I can attack for a game. So yeah, all in all, to conclude, I don't know about the idea to, you know, your rank up spell card is of course much better in a deck that can effectively main deck your Force Strix, like of course Blackwings or Raidraptors. But the point of the video here was to showcase if it's actually worthwhile not playing either Blackwing and Raidraptors, but another deck, like for example here Clownblade, a Clownblade-ish deck, and actually play main deck the new rank up spell card with Force Strix and that quote-unquote Raidraptor engine of Lanius, your Singing Lanius, paired up with King of the Feral Imps, Ygopro, and so on. It's more of a gimmicky idea, I think. It's not, nothing too competitive, since there are of course a lot of outs to the deck, Breakthrough Skill, Fiendish Chain, and so on, Torrential Tribute, since you are committing a lot of cards to the field at the same time. So it's very dangerous if you run into a card like Mirror Force or Torrential Tribute, for example. So for me, it's just a bit more a gimmicky idea, but guys, yeah, feel free to leave your opinions down below. I'm interested to see if you guys have any suggestions or opinions about the deck. So guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.